स्टूडेंट्स, जैसे कि आप सबको पता है कि हमारा जो टॉपिक अभी हम कवर कर रहे हैं वो है प्लांट एनाटमी, और उसमें हम सबसे पहले पढ़ेंगे टिश्यू के बारे में, यानी प्लांट्स में जो टिश्यू होते हैं उसकी हम डिटेल स्टडी करेंगे। तो देखते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, एनाटमी। व्हाट इज एनाटमी? एनाटमी इज द स्टडी ऑफ इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स। प्लांट एनाटमी इंक्लूड्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ टिश्यूज। ठीक है, और जो फादर ऑफ एनाटमी है वो उसमें हम एन ग्रू साइंटिस्ट जो थे, नॉर्मन ग्रू, उसको हम ले सकते हैं। फिर सेकंड आता है इसमें टॉपिक टिश्यू। अ ग्रुप ऑफ इंटरडिपेंडेंट आइडेंटिकल और नॉन आइडेंटिकल सेल्स along with intercellular substance having common origin to perform a specific function in multicellular organism is called tissue. मीन्स हम ये कह सकते हैं कि ये सिमिलर या फिर डिसिमिलर दोनों तरह की हो सकती है सेल्स का ग्रुप जो कि सेम फंक्शन करेंगे, वो टिश्यू कहलाएंगे। फिर इसमें टिश्यू जो होते हैं प्लांट्स में दो तरह के होते हैं, फर्स्ट मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू एंड सेकंड इज परमानेंट टिश्यू। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिस्कस मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू। The meristematic tissue is made up of the cells which have the capability to divide. Meristems in plants are restricted to a specialized region and responsible to the growth of plants. Types of meristems. First, apical meristem occurs at the tip of roots and shoots. Second one is intercalary meristem, occurs between mature tissues. And third is lateral meristem, occurs in the mature shoots. नेक्स्ट जो आता है हमारा परमानेंट टिश्यू। द परमानेंट टिश्यू आर डेराइव्ड फ्रॉम मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू एंड आर कंपोज्ड ऑफ सेल्स विच हैव लॉस्ट द एबिलिटी टू डिवाइड। तो ये हम कह सकते हैं इन दोनों के बीच में जो मेन डिफरेंस होता है मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू एंड परमानेंट टिश्यू में, कि जो अनडिफ्रेंशिएटेड सेल्स होती है यानी जिनमें डिवीज़न होता रहता है वो तो कहलाती है मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू, एंड जो लॉस्ट द एबिलिटी टू डिवाइड यानी कि जो डिवाइड करना जिनमें बंद हो जाता है और वो डिफ्रेंशिएटेड हो जाती है, फुली डिफ्रेंशिएटेड अपने फंक्शन के लिए, तो वो कहलाती है परमानेंट टिश्यू। लाइक परमानेंट टिश्यू भी इसमें दो तरह का हो जाएगा। टाइप्स ऑफ परमानेंट टिश्यू, सिंपल परमानेंट टिश्यू एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स। सिंपल में हम इंक्लूड करते हैं पैरेंकाइमा, कोलेंकाइमा, स्क्लेरेंकाइमा, एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स टिश्यू में आता है जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम। सो व्हाट इज पैरेंकाइमा? बेसिकली थिन वॉल्ड सेल्स with intercellular spaces. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. It performs the function like photosynthesis, storage, secretion. Next one is collenchyma. It is formed of living closely packed isodiametric cells. Its cells are thickened at the corners due to deposition of cellulose and pectin. It provides mechanic support to the growing parts of the plant. Sclerenchyma. It is formed of dead cells with thick and lignified cells meant for mechanical support. They have two types of cells. These are fibers and sclerids. So we can say that parenchyma is a softest tissue, then collenchyma is slightly hardened, and sclerenchyma is hardened lignified tissue. These are the diagrams of parenchyma, collenchyma and a sclerenchyma tissue. We can say the significant difference between parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma tissue. नेक्स्ट इनको हम डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे, जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम को, जो कि कॉम्प्लेक्स परमानेंट टिश्यू होते हैं। जाइलम कंसिस्ट ऑफ ट्रैकिड्स, वेसल्स, जाइलम फाइबर्स एंड जाइलम पैरेंकाइमा. इट कंडक्ट्स वाटर एंड मिनरल्स फ्रॉम रूट्स टू अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ प्लांट. So we can say xylem is composed of 4 types of cells. First one is tracheids, second one is vessels, third xylem fibers, and xylem parenchyma is fourth one. Out of which the 3 cells are dead while one, that is xylem parenchyma, is living. Types of xylem फिर हम कह सकते हैं 2 types का होता है ये. Protoxylem, the first form primary xylem elements, and metaxylem, the latter form primary xylem elements. Classification on the basis of position of proto and metaxylem. Endarch means protoxylem lies towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery of the organ. And exarch condition when protoxylem towards periphery and metaxylem towards the center. Next one is phloem. Phloem consists of sieve tubes element, companion cell, phloem fiber and phloem parenchyma. So we can say this is also made up of 4 types of cells. But in these cells, three type of cells are living and only one is dead. Phloem transport the food material from leaves to various parts of plant. Protophlloem, first formed phloem with narrow sieve tubes. Second one is metaphlloem, later formed phloem with broader sieve tubes. The main difference between xylem and phloem is, in xylem the direction of water movement is only upward, and in phloem the direction or transport direction is both upward and downward. नेक्स्ट हम डायग्राम देख सकते हैं. इसमें देखिए सिग्निफिकेंटली इसमें डिफरेंस दिखाई दे सकता है. फ्लोएम में दोनों तरह से मूवमेंट हो रहा है, जबकि जाइलम में सिर्फ अपवर्ड मूवमेंट है. सो नेक्स्ट इज द टिश्यू सिस्टम. Tissue system includes epidermal tissue system, the ground tissue system, the vascular tissue system. Epidermal tissue system includes cuticle, epidermis, epidermal hairs, root hairs, trichomes and stomata. While the ground tissue system includes of parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Which one is simple permanent tissue? In dicot, stems and roots, the ground tissue is divided into hypodermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, medullary rays and pith. The vascular tissue system, it includes vascular bundle which are made up of xylem and phloem. The main function of this tissue system is conduction of water and minerals basically. Now we study in detail epidermal tissue system. It forms the outermost covering of whole plant body, which consist of epidermal cells, stomata, epidermal appendages, trichomes and hairs. Epidermis is single layered parenchymatous with waxy thick layers of cuticle to prevent water loss. Stomata is present in epidermis of leaves. It regulates the transpiration and gaseous exchange. In dicots, stomata are bean shaped, having two guard cells closing the stomatal pore. In monocots, stoma is dumbbell shaped. Guard cells contain chloroplast and help in opening and closing of stomata. Guard cells are surrounded by subsidiary cells. The stomatal aperture, guard cells and the surrounding subsidiary cells are together called stomatal apparatus. Epidermis also contains a number of hairs. Root hairs are unicellular. Elongation of epidermal cells. Root hairs are very important in absorption of water. Trichomes are present on stems which are multicellular, branched or unbranched, preventing water loss due to transpiration. The next one is the ground system. All the tissue between epidermis and vascular bundle forms the ground tissue. It consists of simple permanent tissues. Parenchyma is present in pericycle, cortex, pith and medullary rays. In stem and roots. In leaves, the mesophyll, chloroplast containing cells form the ground tissue. And next one is the vascular tissue system. The vascular system consists of complex tissue, yani complex permanent tissue, which is xylem and phloem. We can see the diagrams. Vascular bundles. Open vascular bundles are those in which cambium is present between phloem and xylem, and closed vascular bundles are those in which cambium is absent between xylem and phloem. When xylem and phloem within a vascular bundle are arranged in alternate manner on different radii, the arrangement are called radial, as in roots. When xylem and phloem are situated at the same radius of vascular bundle, it is called conjoined, as in stem and leaves. Means we can say the arrangement means जो arrangement होता है उसके basis पे रूट्स में और लीव्स में वेस्कुलर बंडल अलग अलग होते हैं, यानी वेस्कुलर बंडल के बेसिस पे हम रूट, स्टेम और लीव्स में डिफ्रेंशिएशन कर सकते हैं. रेडियल वेस्कुलर बंडल्स आर प्रेजेंट इन रूट्स, while in leaves and stem the conjoined vascular bundles are present. ये डायग्राम हम रेडियल वेस्कुलर बंडल का हम देख सकते हैं. इसमें xylem and phloem alternate प्रेजेंट होता है. Next one is dicotyledonous root. The outermost layer of dicot root is epidermis containing unicellular root hairs. The cortex consists of several layers of thin-walled parenchymal cell. The innermost layer of cortex is called endodermis, having waxy material suberin as Casparian strips, which is impermeable to water. And monocot root, the anatomy of the monocot root is similar to the dicot root in many respects. It has epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundle and pith, as compared to the dicot root which have fewer xylem bundles. Means in monocot root number of xylem bundles are more and vascular bundles are closed type because there is no secondary growth in roots. नेक्स्ट हम डिस्कस करेंगे डाइकोट स्टेम नेक्स्ट क्लास में। तो अभी तक के लिए आप यहाँ तक अपने नोट्स रेडी करेंगे और इसकी प्रिपरेशन करेंगे। थैंक यू।